Hello, people. Assuming you can hear me. It has been a long week. I mean, wow, the coronavirus has absolutely ruined my life. Absolutely ruined it. I can't do anything. I'm sitting around here, obsessively doing anything I can to stay safe. You know, I never thought I would enjoy interacting with the morons of society as much as I did, but here we are. Oh, Trisha, I'm glad you could make it. I'm going to go ahead and probably send the link out places just so that people can jump on in. So I want to start by discussing Deity again. He seems to be under the impression I broke the truce. I heard that in a video. I broke the truce? Are you shitting me? More like you poked and prodded at it by alluding to me over and over again until it crumbled. And then we both reacted to that old stream we did at the exact same time. Come on. Be real here. That's what actually happened. I went radio silent on you. And you kept alluding to me. I definitely need to discuss my my recent conversion to Team Onision as well. I need to get into that. Oh, hello, G-Sniffs. Oh. I'm going to send the link out on the Discord thing, since apparently YouTube has failed me once again. Oh no, Trisha, he can't stop talking about any of us at all. He is obsessively talking about things that have happened ages ago. We have him shook, broken. You see, my original plan was always to divide and conquer him. And we did quite well as far as that was concerned. His original mod team was decimated. We recently took out Heavy Down. Mental Health Master has turned on him. And I think we have a Jessa B, a person from the original stream that I was in, has also left. So you can consider Deity on the verge of collapse. So we have, once again, succeeded on that front. Now, we just need to find another vector of attack from Mr. Deity. After all, we have to make video after video after video about him, as he says. We already did. So. Hello, Stephanie. Glad you could make it. Mr. Righty, glad to see you. We'll see if I can, oh my god. Screw it. It's not worth it. Oh, here they come. Dog cameo. Well, as I was saying, I have officially joined Team Onision. It's a pretty bad situation for me to be in. My enemies have completely surrounded me. Much like my dogs, has completely surrounded me. And I have apparently Shiloh, who's not a fan of me now. Regina's not a fan of me. So I've thrown my lot in with Team Onision, mainly because the anti-Onision crowd that set out to destroy Onision seems to be only successful at destroying itself. They've even turned on me, and I was nothing but supportive to them. Don't know what to tell you. So, if anyone asks, I am officially a member of Seseska, and I accept Onision as my lord and liege for right now. Oh yeah, that dog is very sweet, except for when he is getting into fights. Oh, Deity and Suit Yourself are friends. Yeah, I heard about that. That's it. That's an interesting alliance. I like Suit Yourself, so I'm not gonna fuck with him. he can go ahead and keep that alliance. That alliance will break apart on its own because Deity's kind of, he's, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Strange bedfellow sometimes. But Deity tends to get a little triggered too easily. And Suits is definitely not going to not trigger him eventually. Oh, you're right, Stephanie. Video after video after video after video. That is 100% true, Jason. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up. That is the absolute truth. If you're not 100% with the NCAO, you're 100% against them. Exactly. And I'm completely against them now. They have. I think the final straw, honestly, was when Chris Hansen wouldn't do the interview with Onision. The dude called him out forever, and then cucked out to him. Much like Wes Moast did to me, by the way. He agreed to the private Discord video call, and then he cucked out to me. He wouldn't do it. As soon as he found out I had every single fucking text message. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I have nothing more to say on that topic. Yeah, nothing is ever going to happen to Onision, Mr. Righty. That's 100% correct. He's won. That's why I've switched sides. You know, why would you bet on a losing horse? Why? Just because the horse has a good backstory? No, thank you. Heaven has turned on me, so I've allied with the devil. Because the devil's winning here. Oh yeah, that weird ass video. That was less for the people, more for Wes Moast himself. After that, I'm done. Well, that's a very important thing to realize. If you've watched any of my content, I'm under no illusions. I'm very protective of myself. Okay? If you would like to know the score, okay, I know their full docs and they have my first name. So I'm very protective of myself. Most of my relationships are always generally me with all the knowledge and they know nothing about me. And I prefer it that way. Specifically because, or else you end up in situations like Muse is in. I give her shit for that all the time. But either way. When does it, the devil win. That's so true. That is beyond true. Beyond true. Oh, hello, Bunny. Yep, trying to keep up with new people as they come in, too. Oh, hello, Carlos. Interesting. StreamYard's chat is a little off, I think. But either way. No housemates. How do you know they're not here already? You have any proof they're not here already? I mean, think about it. That you know they were living with Wes. I mean, they could be here already. Just saying. No, I'm just fucking with you. No, they're not living with me by any stretch of the imagination. At most, I may blackmail them if I fall on hard times to go live with them. I call him the false god. Yeah. He is, however, a bitch from Alabama. And honestly, I don't know what he's going to do with himself. I mean, everyone has turned on him at this point. So, like I said, as far as Deity goes, we need a new vector of attack. I don't know exactly what to do. Maybe I'm just waiting for him to fuck up. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Sacho. How true are the West videos? Well, I tried to get this point across in my original thing. Out of context screenshots and some blatant lies, actually. I can go ahead and say this. I don't think Muse is not the defendant, as far as I'm aware. At least the things they indicated to me and things I've seen. Well, it's not 100% confirmed, and I guess in terms of proof, it's a bit of a long con just to fool me if it isn't. Now I've looked at everything that we've ever had between each other in terms of messages from a perspective of it being a long con, and I must say it is the most suicidal manipulation tactic I have ever seen. You get what I mean? So I'm not for sure if this whole idea they're a master manipulator really pans out. I mean, if that was their plan going in, they fucked up. Because, yeah, I don't get it. Kamikaze, maybe. I don't get it. So, I know that the people are freaking the fuck out that I'm this person's friend, but oh well. Unless someone wants, I've told people, send me something that's damning, please. Hello, Windorf. Oh, nobody fools me. Don't worry about that. Here, do I need to give everyone a quick reminder of me, or some of the new people need some introductions? Okay, come on. Let's go on a little tour through Schizo's library of trophies. Oh, let's go with this one. This is one of my favorites. I play this clip sometimes when I'm feeling down. It's one of my proudest moments.
I don't know you from another goddamn person out on the fucking street. You have no right to invade my goddamn life, motherfucker. And I'm telling you that now. You are so goddamn lucky that I pity you for your mental health issues because I thought about calling the fucking law on you. You need help. You need to be put the fuck away. You don't get to invade my privacy like this.
I don't agree that he needs at least.
You see what I mean? If I was that vulnerable and that everyone could just manipulate me so easily, you really think I could do something like that? I mean, do I need to play the clip of Luna Moon saying I'm unsettling, comparing me to Onision? Okay, I'm fine. You don't gotta worry. They're not gonna fuck with me. They know what I would do if they fuck with me. I'm good. But anyway. Exactly, Mr. Righty. Exactly. That's the opinion. I mean, look, I get how the West videos look. Believe me. Holy shit. Okay. Once again, psychological warfare, character assassination. And from an objective perspective, it is beautiful. Beautiful. I respect the man for that. It is beautiful. Okay, he managed to discredit, meme, humiliate, and everything like that. That is actually pretty funny. I can't help. I don't know if you noticed when I was watching the first video, I was laughing. I couldn't help it. It's still fun. But either way. Oh yeah. Well, going back to Deity and everything, I'm done with Deity. He's allied with the Onision victims against me. What the fuck? What the fuck? How does that even happen? How does that even happen? What did I do that was so goddamn bad? I say that right after I just played that clip. But either way. Oh my god, I did that apology with Heavy Down. Okay, I'll be honest. I may have to retract that. When she started bragging about her IQ and all that shit. I mean, whoa, no, maybe not. I don't know. She went off the deep end. I don't know what the fuck happened with her. I don't know about the stolen valor. I don't know if the stolen valor is real or not. I don't know anything about that. Suit's apparently like a veteran or something. That's what I heard. Either he seems to know what he's talking about, so I'll just take his word for it. I don't know anything about stolen valor, nor do I have any room to talk because I shouldn't say that on live stream. But either way, I've impersonated government agents before for social engineering purposes, so we'll just say that. So I've got no room to talk. No room to talk. Yeah, 165 IQ. 165 IQ. Oh yeah, Regina's not too keen on the merch. I approve of the merch. Even Muse's merch I approve of. I hope he makes merch of me. I think that your response to that, you need to make merch about them. It makes sense to me. If they make merch about you, you make merch about them. Makes sense. Interesting. She has a family card and was never in the Navy. I was under the impression, at least from the video I watched, maybe there's more that's come out, that she like was in the Navy and then was kicked out almost immediately, and that's what he was saying, that like she didn't actually, the whole thing with Desert Storm was probably fake. But now if that's true, that's ugh. When you add in all those GoFundMe's, yeah, no, that's scamming. If that's true, I don't know. Again, I'll take his word for it because I know nothing about that. I watched the first video where she's going on about her Egyptology professor. Yeah, no. That was one of the most disturbing things I had ever listened to. Legitimately. I mean, I've watched ISIS beheadings that were less disturbing than that. I don't get it. And then when you throw in the 165 IQ thing, it's like, this person needs help a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, I think her behavior was telling in terms of just how she reacted to trolls online. I just don't think that someone who had actually been through some shit would act that way. You know, once you've been shot at, I think that the whole idea of mean comments on the internet sort of goes on the wayside, personally. Yeah, well, as far as RSN's stream with her, you know, do you all remember when I joined the comment section and she freaked the fuck out on me? Like, what the hell? Yeah, she has some moments of being very unstable. She needs to like just get off the internet when she's like that. I don't know why you got to go on the internet and start acting up a fool. From what I understand is that Heavy Down had an incident with Deity, and she claims that Deity held $500 over her head at some point, and that you can't buy me. Only the government or only the U.S. Navy can buy me, or some shit like that is what she was saying. I don't know, and that they had a falling out. So they're not fans anymore. Then she apologized to me, and then I guess she went on to act up a fool, and now she's gone forever. Oh well. I still don't have a problem with Heavy Down. I'm just surprised by what I have seen, shall we say. I don't even have her blocked on anything. Queen, you're here. Oh my God. I'm a huge fan of you. I love your work. I remember back when you were trolling Loki. I was great. I'm a big fan of you. I see you for your talent. Oh yeah, I agree. She wigged out. She totally wigged out. Oh yeah, she did delete her account. Yes. The account is gone. Her publisher apparently made her pull it because of all of the hate and everything. No, not asking him the question. I meant when you made the videos and everything about him. Oh no, he reacted kind of badly to your question. I saw clips of that. Yeah, he could have handled that better a little bit. But either way. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think you probably should have blocked. I don't know. I don't have Heavy Down blocked on anything, but I don't know if I would be engaging them right now. What else? Oh yeah. So since we got new people here, I would like to once again clarify my stance. I am now pro Onision. I've switched sides completely because the Deity situation has gone insane, and he's now allied with the victims against me. Apparently, they're involved in some of the false accusations going around as well. So, yeah, pro Onision. Hashtag ally with predators. Oh my god, I saw a Deity sister in a comment section. I just couldn't resist. I replied, "I hope you and the false god are doing well," and then a heart emoji. I was just curious what they would do. And they was like, "Oh well, thanks you too." Okay, it was fair enough. I meant it too. I hope they're doing well. It's the fucking coronavirus going around. We have bigger concerns. I don't even know if Deity's lying or if he's just, I don't know. I don't think Deity's doing in a well headspace right now. He may be actually believing these things. He may be, losing his mind slightly. I don't know. You isolate the people long enough, they go a little kooky. And, he was already isolated, imagine, for a while anyway. Oh, yeah. Oh, you have no idea. The anti-Onision community is insane. Absolutely insane. They went out to destroy Onision, and then they ended up destroying themselves. And that's all they managed to do is destroy themselves over and over again. The anti-RSN community is the same way. I don't want anything to do with them. I had one conversation with the man, and my inbox was flooded with like all this shit that I did not ask for. No, thank you. I didn't respond to any of them. Nor will I. Absolutely frantic zealotry, like a religion. There's Twitter accounts dedicated to these people. Insane. Absolutely insane. Who has the time? Yeah, exactly. That was one of the things going around as well. Yes, Shiloh is once again. There's no evidence been produced about that at all to this day. It's just, like I said, Deity inserting himself into a situation apparently somehow. No, she's completely flabbergasted by where this accusation came from. Yeah, we don't know anything about it. Nobody knows anything about it. Apparently, Shiloh knows something about it. Once again, we're being plotted against by fucking the Onision victims for some fucking reason. Who knows? Either way, once again, I think allying with Onision is absolutely the most logical choice. There is simply no other choice that it actually involves victory here. Hello, Trash. Welcome. Yes, we're debating who is the most dangerous among us. If you go back further, we were debating who is more dangerous, me or Muse. And I was hopefully getting to a point that I'm clearly more dangerous. Clearly. Honestly, if like I said, if Shiloh is going to plot against you, I need to get in contact with Onision, have him spill the personal details so I can make a video of targeted psychological warfare against her. Then they'll leave me alone. Either way. Until then, I am allied with Onision officially. Until they leave me alone. I am no longer going to be harassed by Onision victims. I'm done. Maybe he's a targeted individual. Maybe he has been gang stalked this whole time. Everyone's fabricating things about him too. I don't know. It's possible. Who knows at this point? Or maybe everyone's just psychotic. I don't know. They're like a school of piranhas. Yeah, they do seem like schoolyard bullies. That's actually a good analogy. They do seem like schoolyard bullies. Like If there's been instances like, have you ever seen that weird thing where you quote tweet people and then you sick your fan base on them when you disagree with them? Deity does it. I've seen a lot of bigger YouTubers do it. I think that shit's that's a douchebag material right there. I don't do that. I use Twitter differently than everyone else anyway. Hello, Ferret. Oh my god. Oh. Everyone's gonna fight over the past dramas. It's okay. It is what it is. Personally, I've let go of most of my old dramas that I was involved in. I don't even talk about Luna Moon anymore, except for in passing when she calls me unsettling and compares me to Onision. Okay. Once again, since I've been compared to Onision, I'm inherently more aligned to ally with them anyway. I'm still in Onision's Discord, by the way. He just hasn't. You can't send him messages or whatever. It blocks you. He's like a bot that blocks you. Well, it doesn't block you, but blocks your messages. So I'm still in his Discord, and I don't want to post anything necessarily because that would be weird. But I'm just waiting for him to reach out or ban me, one of the two. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good point to bring up, too. I don't like anyone who grilled Billy the Fridge. What did Billy the Fridge do wrong? I felt bad for him by the end of that thing when he started getting, humped by Onision, shall we say. I don't even know what to call that. I felt nothing but sympathy for the man. Honestly, I like I don't know if you call that an interview, discussions like that. Because you think you learned a lot about Onision from that, right? You learned quite a bit. He's a bit of a creep. If I ally with Onision, he better not pull that shit on me. Nope. He'll need that bulletproof vest if he tries to hump me. Sorry. Nope, not happening. Yeah, dry humping, yes. I don't know. It's absolutely disgusting. Good point. I'm going to call Chris Hansen and tell him Muse victimized me. That's what I'm going to tell him. I'm going to have to go on all these streams. I'm going to have to ally with all these people. That's my plan. That's my contingency plan, shall I say. A contingency plan. I was victimized. Oh, I'm not a victim of anyone as far as I'm aware. Not yet, anyway. Although I do know everyone is plotting against me. That I'm fairly concerned about at this point. But we'll see. A whistleblower. You know, I had a spy / whistleblower in Deity's moderator team. And I'm thinking I need another one, honestly. But trying to track down a proper spy these days is very difficult. Especially one I can actually trust. It isn't going to feed me false information to play me out as a fool. It took me a while to vet my first spy. Oh yes, Deity is a bottom. Yes, he made sure to make that very clear. Okay. He goes on and on about how he's a fucking gay man. I mean, he goes on and on. He should add it to his channel bio. Personally, I would. Oh, wait, you have spies as well, Queen? Excellent. Excellent. All queens should have spies in their kingdom. It's the only way to keep the peasants in line. And also, just the fact you have spies keeps everyone in a general state of concern about you. You never know when they're listening. I like that. That's why I have I don't have a personal Discord, because that means all my people have to spread around. You never know when I'm actually watching. You never know who's actually reporting things back to me. You never know. You never know. It's a well-crafted little thing I have there in that sense. Has its disadvantages because, a more centralized power thing, you can kind of have it more controlled, but decentralized power means you can have your finger in a lot of pots. I kind of like that. Trisha, to be honest, that has been something I have been considering, is just impersonating a viewer and slipping back into the community. The problem is it's gotten so woke, I'd have to actively put effort into it. And I can't sit there. What does he just do now? He sits there and watches these boring fat ladies. Well, what the? What am I even going to say in the comment section? What am I even going to say to that? I don't watch those people. So I think infiltrating his community he's made his community impenetrable by sheer boredom. He blames us for his channel dying with all these videos after videos after videos. In reality, I think he's just boring. I think his videos are just hard to get through. Not his videos, it's just his streams are hard to get through. I don't know. Oh, hello, Irish. Welcome. Have you heard this thing about Deity threatening death on one of the former moderators, and that moderator flipping out and calling the police? Is that something that happened? Because I know that there was some audio of him threatening a moderator or something like that. It sounded, I don't know if it was out of context or not, but it didn't sound exactly Deity-ish. I almost thought it was a deep fake. That's why I was wondering. Is that true? Someone confirm or deny that? Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the SJWs. The professional victims, I don't like the professional victims, believe it or not. Hence why I vet people as much as I do. So. I think the people on Twitter, I don't know if it's Twitter that does it or if it's just Twitter that tracks them, but the longer you're on Twitter, you seem to lose your sanity. And especially if you interact with people and fight with them, you seem to become more and more unhinged and more disconnected from reality. So that's why I treat my Twitter more as just a place to word vomit things. Yeah. Everything's like pretty much quarantined down here. You can't go anywhere. You can go into the streets, there's nothing there. Everyone's it's like a zombie movie. It's kind of interesting. I wonder if everyone's gonna die. I don't feel sick. I'm pretty healthy. I mean, so if I start coming down with corona, you should be very worried, because that means the rest of you are doomed. Because I was preparing for this a long time ago. I'm usually in the position where I scream truth to the world, nobody believes me. So that's where I'm most comfortable anyway. But those who do usually benefit. Because I was saying a month ago, go buy shit. Prepare for the coronavirus. Either way. I have toilet paper still. Can you all say the same? I hope you all have toilet paper. That's true. Yep, telling people in December when it first started would have been a good idea too. Hold on. Oh, no, I don't know when I made my first video, but either way, the coronavirus stuff is absolutely insane now. Now, here's another conspiracy theory, once again, that they're overplaying it perhaps to become like dictators. That's possible as well. Because I feel like, have you heard some of the things that have happened? They've like arrested people for just being outside, like smoking a cigarette by themselves and shit like that. That's a little insane. I'm not involved in anything that involves, like, people just getting thrown in jail for being on the streets. That's a little, yeah. Hmm. Your RSN hate the other day? If you're referring to me, I don't have any hatred for RSN as far as I'm aware. We disagree on that topic. I would be very interested to understand why we disagree so much on this topic. I mean, I agree the person's got some issues, and they probably are a little overblown dramatic sometimes. A little dramatic. Maybe if they called the FBI on me, we'll have an issue. But I don't think that happened. Even if they did call the FBI on me, they won't do anything because I can't be touched by the FBI. So yeah, I'm fine as far as that goes. Oh, well, as far I don't have heard anything about that. We haven't discussed real stream news because they know I have no issue with real stream news. There's certain people we don't discuss. You know what I mean? That when you have issue, if they have an issue, you sort of don't discuss them unless like you also have an issue with them. You know what I mean? It's just what is the term? Guilt by association doesn't necessarily mean that just because I talk to real stream news doesn't necessarily mean that I can't talk to Muse. It doesn't mean that Muse is necessarily going to talk shit about people that I'm necessarily friends with. You know what I mean? Real stream news doesn't talk shit about Muse to me, to my face anyway. Oh, they do. They already track us through our phones. Hold on. But yes, they want to track us through our phones completely. The Chinese government already does. That's why I keep my phone in the microwave when I'm not using it. By the way, if you want to check if your microwave is leaking radiation, put your phone in it and call it. If it rings, your microwave is less than efficient. Again, do I need to play the clip? I'm a very dangerous individual. Let's see. Deity's family lives in fear of me. Michelle D's family apparently lives in fear of me as well. I used to have a screenshot of that. I don't know where that one went. Okay. Apparently Wes Moast finds me threatening. What can I say? I think I'm good. Again, once again, they have my first name. I have their full docs. They're not gonna mess with me. It's playing with fire, folks. Playing with fire. I'm not in any way worried. Plus, like I said in my videos, I know they're manipulative, but I also like them. They're also a good person, whether you all want to admit that or not. And that's my opinion on them. I also like the fact they're manipulative. You know why I like the fact they're manipulative and that they do stuff like that? Because the average person is so fucking boring that they're not barely worth talking to. So when you meet someone that's actually interesting, that actually, you've got to you've got to actually have an interaction with that, excites you, you be friends with them. That's why I'm friends with Holly. Speaking of white knighting people, I am not going to white knight Muse anymore. I'm done with that topic. I'm going to be white knighting Holly because Holly has been having a spider problem. And speaking of that, Holly Undead hates Muse as far as I'm aware. Last time I checked. So yeah, once again, I can be friends with people who hate each other. That's just how it goes. But anyway, Holly's having a spider problem right now. And I need to go in there and less defend them, more like attack them in their honor. So, yes. I can't wait to do that. They are a horrible individual from the stuff I've gathered already. And that's going to be a real fun dive. They're going to be fun to fuck with. I want to pit their crazy against mine. That's for sure. So stay tuned for that one. I got a deep dive into it. That's a lot of content I gotta watch though. But it's coronavirus time, and I've got nothing but time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Holly Undead is fantastic. Absolutely. And absolutely, I'm on a white knighting kick right now. I'll get over it. Don't worry. But for right now, I'm gonna go look for people I like to white knight. For right now. And then I'll go back to bullying random people on YouTube, most likely. Oh yeah. Nothing but love from for Holly Undead here. Dude, YouTube didn't even notify me of her streams. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. I missed her comeback because it didn't let me know what was happening. Very salty. Very salty. So, I don't know. I got to come up with some sort of solution for that. I don't know if I can get some sort of script or something that will notify me. I have no idea. I got to figure out something for myself because I can't keep missing everybody's streams because YouTube notifications are just getting worse by the day. In fact, I'm surprised I have 43 people here. Absolutely shocked. But yeah, trying to think of anything else I would like to mention because we've been here. We discussed Deity. We've discussed that. Oh, there is also some. Hold on, what's the chat saying? Oh, there's also apparently Chris Hansen running some scams now. Quite a few scams. Okay, I think I might be looking into that too. Apparently, since I'm a completely pro Onision now, I'm completely going against Chris Hansen and all of his machinations. I guess that's my duty. So, yeah, all of these scams or whatever, I got to look into them. I got to do some exposés, shall we say? But that is just absolutely, I don't even know anymore. Chris Hansen's gone insane as well. I mean, if you're going to grift people, at least be good at it. Don't be sitting there with blatant scams. You know, you can drag the Onision investigation out for a long time. Apparently, he's running new scams, like the coronavirus one and some vapor thing. Yeah, I think so. That's what it is. Or there was 2 scams. That's all I know. There's 2 scams. You might be right, Mr. Righty. You may be very, very right. The idea of him actually knowing what he's saying is very low. I think he's, like I said, used car salesman. I've been just saying that for a very long time. Used car salesman. The dude has basically taken on that role quite literally now, in the sense of he's trying to sell you like Alex Jones style like remedies. It's quite funny. I mean, I like Alex Jones, but you know, the stuff he sells is kind of, I don't know. Maybe it works. I'm sure the Blue Chew works. Go look up what that is. But the fucking idea that Alex Jones is selling Blue Chew is hilarious to me, among his other remedies. I don't know. He really advertises the Blue Chew. I don't know. That's hilarious. I like Alex Jones. If we ever shit talk Alex Jones, I will ban you. I'm talking with you. No, I won't. But either way, Alex Jones is fantastic. Yeah, he is kind of like a snake oil salesman. That's probably true. Oh yeah, he's getting people riled up. Apparently, what's going on as far as Chris Hansen goes is they're deleting like half the comments on things now. Like they can't even have a proper live stream. That's fantastic. I just find that endlessly entertaining. Maybe time to loosen up the rules, you know, let the wild beasts roam. Just let it happen. I mean, you can't go full Stalin and just delete everything forever, right? You can't do that. Even Deity knows he can't do that. I got banned for hold on, I'll post that up. I got banned for asking if we were ever going to talk about the cult. That was before Stevie Wolf ever came on. I kept speaking on why are we not speaking about the cult aspect of this? How about you mention the cult to them? And they banned me for it because that was about the only thing I could think of that was possibly ever going to be anything bad. They would get me banned. So someone's got to explain to me how exactly that happened. God forbid we want to ask about the cult. I would ask about the cult all the fucking time. Every single victim should get a question about, hey, do you know anything about this cult? Like, how does the question not get asked? I don't even think, here's my problem. I don't think Chris Hansen actually did his research. I think he just invited the victims on and let them spoke. He didn't actually like go to the Wikipedias, sift through all of the nonsense to actually learn the story. And I find that very, very troubling because if you look back at all his old interviews, he just repeats himself over and over again to each victim. And it seems like he learns things throughout each interview. Like he should already know most of this. He seemed completely shocked by the idea of an actual cult. Like that's Onision 101 right there. This dude runs a cult. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Whoa, is that oh my god. That if that's true, that is hilarious. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Because guess what? I go into a chat and sometimes there's quite a few people who say hi to me because so I know people sometimes in all sorts of different like communities that I like talk to in the chats. Okay. So if they see me around, I'll be like, oh hi, hi. Oh my god, I'd have gotten 2 or 3 people banned. I've noticed this on Onision circle, everyone sort of is in the same areas, so yeah, as far as Chris Hansen goes, I'm gonna be looking into him more. I'm curious about his past as well and the things he's done because I don't know a whole lot about him since he left To Catch a Predator. I know that he was on some other shows, but I don't know about anything in his life in between. I need to learn about that. I need to get a good read on the man. So I think I'm going to start there. I don't know where I don't know. I don't know where he lives. I mean, he walked up to Onision's door, knocked on it, and demanded an interview. If I really wanted to get on Onision's good side, I need to take a plane trip to New York. I need to walk up to Chris Hansen's door and ask him for an interview and get it on camera. And then Onision will talk to me. Then we can have a conversation. So if anyone wants to fund that plane trip, once the coronavirus stuff is over, hit me up. I will be down for it. Because if he did it to Onision, it's fair game, right? It's fair game. And you know that Onision will hook me up with an alliance then. He'll have to. He'll consider it too much of a tribute. Just an idea. If anyone has any ideas on how to get Onision on my side here so we can get in communications for some good old-fashioned psychological warfare against our common foes, do let me know. Do let me Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. He seems to say he could find employment. I don't know. If you worked at the Dollar General for 10 years or whatever, so you're obviously able to work. So I don't know why he hasn't been able to find anything in his area. I don't know. Well, after COVID-19, he'll have plenty of work because there'll be plenty of dead people for him to take the place of, right? That's the silver lining. He'll be able to find employment. Hey, in the end, he kind of works out for the guy, assuming he doesn't, bite the dust before then. Oh my God, the glory holes. Have you all heard Kanish talk about the various glory hole things? His theories about that? Very interesting. Very interesting. Because I know what he's talking about as well, because he's had those two opposing statements about his sexual history, shall we say. I'm very interested about that as well, honestly. I'm not going to dig into that because, whoa, no. I don't go there. But interesting theory that he has posed. Very interesting. Well, here's the big thing about that. His channel is dying. So I don't know what his super chats are like. But if he's not able to but if he's not able to actually do what he's got to do here, he's going to be in a very bad situation. Because as far as I'm aware, he has bills to pay like the rest of us, and he depends on the YouTube. So if he doesn't get his YouTube act together, he might be forced to do a real job. Could be. Once again, lots of dead people after COVID-19. He'll have plenty of employment opportunities. They'll be desperate, possibly, depending on how bad it gets. Oh, Suit did a video on many subs went up. Interesting. Okay, cool. Are they hate watchers or are they actual fans? That's the question. If they're actual fans, then good on him. I'm glad he's actually getting on the uptick. That means once he gets back on the uptick, he'll fuck up again and I can make another video on it. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. Assuming he hasn't completely turned his act around. But based on what he's doing now, not so much. Not so much. He seems to have still lost his mind. Oh, I wish somebody would make a parody account about me. Someone please go make a parody account about me and follow me. I will follow you back. I love the parody accounts. Love the parody accounts. Especially the Deity related parody accounts. Love them. I don't know who made them. I don't know who's running them, but love them. Absolutely love them. I wish they were more active. Because, then again, how can you make funny content about that? One of my dogs just had one hell of a sneeze. Jesus. Interesting. I don't believe he's or has unemployment. From what I'm under the impression of, apparently, is that he quit his job. That's what he seems to claim. Well, if he was fired, I don't know. But what I understand is that he quit his job willingly. So I don't know that I don't know how it works over there in that country, but generally that's how it works here. Oh, the Holly Undead parody is what got me in trouble. The Holly Undead parody got me in so much trouble. Okay, because I liked it. That's what started all of this. All of this. I bet he regrets banning me now. Unfortunately, though, the Deity situation now has gotten beyond parody. It is its own parody. Oh, yeah, I know this the subreddit r/beware of Queen of Spade. That's interesting. That's a hate subreddit. I wish I had a hate subreddit in my name. I mean, you got to be pretty good at your job to have a hate subreddit in your name, generally. Well, that depends if whether or not like that's actually legitimate or if it's like it's just a big like trolling attempt. Personally, I think it's a big trolling attempt. You know what I mean? So I haven't quite figured it out yet. But yeah, feel free to make a hate subreddit in my name. I'm waiting for that. r/beware of the YouTube schizophrenic. Yep. You can go ahead and put my clip of Deity like telling me I need to be put the fuck away in there too. Go ahead and put that one in there. I will supply you with footage to use actually, because I have all those videos still. All those videos of people talking about how they live in fear of me and things like that. Well, you know, my hate subreddit would be just facts too of things I've done. Doesn't mean it's not a hate subreddit. r/incels is a hate subreddit when you think about it. Either way, I don't even want to get into all that because I'm not even for sure if it's all just on both sides trolling. Okay, I don't know enough about it. Yeah. Here's the thing, though. That's one thing I can guarantee that you can't be. You cannot be worse than Deity. How Deity doesn't have some hate subreddits is beyond me. Some of the crap he's pulled. He might get some soon. As far as suit yourself in Deity goes, as far as I'm aware with that situation, is that they just had a nice conversation about the t-shirts because Deity, for once in his life, it did not get triggered and actually appreciated the joke of the merchandise. So I do nothing but applaud him for that. Once again, I approve of all the merchandise, including Muse's. I approve of it. Make merchandise of me as well. Although if I see somebody buying a shirt with my face on it, like I said, I don't think my ego could handle it. Let alone if I saw it in real life. Nope, couldn't handle it. Anyway, I'm going to go look and see what is going on in the YouTube world real quick. Virtually nothing. We appear to be actually quiet for once. Let's discuss real quick people privating all their videos and things. I would like to put everyone on blast who does that. Everyone who does that. I don't do that at all. Except for videos that aren't mine, that I've stolen from other places that I need to keep on record. I do private those because why have them out there in public? You don't need that. It's how you get copyright struck. It's literally stolen footage. But you know what I mean? There's no reason to go on privating everything. People private everything because they're salty. People private everything because they're like they said something that was slightly bad. People need to quit privating everything. Okay, it's so hard to actually look into anybody these days because you private, you dirty delete. I'm convinced that all of these people, like the spider lady that I'm looking into, dirty delete they're embarrassing shit. So that way none of us can find it. I'm not a fan. Dirty deletion. Anyone who does it, go fuck yourself. Deity does it too. Deity's a worst case one for that. He privates everything. Oh, I see Queen saying she had a whole stream about it. I actually did have a whole stream about me. Mental Health Master did a whole stream about me. In a video. Well, it wasn't about me necessarily, but it was for somebody about me. And it was hilarious because they were coming at it from the entirely wrong angle. But either way. they were under the impression that they could, they had gathered tools to conquer my psyche, and the truth is they hadn't. They were talking about him. Oh, he's a schizophrenic. Truth is, schizophrenia is not real. I think I've said this a million times on my channel. It's not real. It's just something the government labels you so that they won't believe. No one will believe you when you say you're being stalked, when you're being fucking electronically harassed, surveilled, various things like that. Let's not even get into voice to skull technology, which I do not have, thankfully. I don't hear voices. But a lot of people have implants in their head that make them hear voices, and it drives them insane, which just further confirms the fact that they're schizophrenic, they're insane, they can't be trusted. So when the mental health master trying to come at me like that, I find it hilarious because they're coming at it from an angle they simply do not understand, an angle that has already figured it out, their little plan. So personally, that's why I don't like when people are like, oh, you use your mental illness. Like, I'll openly admit schizophrenia is not real. I have no mental health problems. Okay, that's just the reality of it. I have no mental health. So the joke behind my name is because there was an old hacker forum I was in where I was the scripting schizophrenic. Okay, and I've just kept the moniker since then because I like it. It's a fun word to say. It's catchy. So I'm like the tweeting schizophrenic. I'm the Discord schizophrenic. It's all it's a gimmick. It's a moniker. No. It's none of it's real, in my opinion. I think it's something the government labels you so that no one will believe you when you have it. Because if you talk to them, it's all very similar stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. Personal opinion. Maybe there is some of it, but most of it's fake. Most of the people who get diagnosed as schizophrenic are just fucking government lab rats, in my opinion. Because a lot of them have the same exact experiences. So take that for what you will. Matter of personal opinion. You've blocked half the chat. I don't block anybody. I hate comments. The hate comments are hilarious to me. I love all my comments, at least the top ones. I don't love all the replies. That's a little weird. But oh yeah, I love my hate comments. Absolutely. I need the hate comments. In fact, the best part about going after someone like Chris Hansen for Onision is I'm gonna get lots of hate comments. The one time I went after Onision for the whole phony FBI investigation thing. Okay. Yeah, because he was real in league with the FBI, right? Okay, that video, I got all sorts of people mad at me. I need to get more people mad at me. I need the hate comments. That's the best part about defending Muse is people hate me. It's great. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't know if people are getting blocked on other people. I don't block people on this channel generally, as far as I'm aware. I had heavy down blocked ones because she leaked private messages and I was pissed. Now I have their unblocked now ever since our apology. They're unblocked on everything. So they're the only person I've ever had blocked. And no, I don't worry about people leaking my private messages anymore because I don't leak private messages. Sorry, I don't say anything in private messages. I'm now doing entirely voice chats. I think this level of paranoia is healthy, honestly. Just think about it. Think about it. Do you see remember what Edwin's generation did to Shiloh with all those leaked screenshots? He's a fucking monster. Honestly. I might just investigate him out of spite. That dude's an asshole. I don't even like Shiloh. In fact, the fact Shiloh's plotting against me is the only reason I won't. In fact, maybe I need to contact Edwin's generation. Ally with him as well. Fuck it. But either way, we need to deal with all the enemies surrounding me. That's for sure. I'm still working out a plan to get all of them at the same time. So my list of enemies currently include Deity, Shiloh, Regina. Who else should I include in that list? I think it might just be them for now. But they also have a lot of power behind them. So definitely need to ally with somebody who can get me some inside information on them. Then once I get some inside information on them, I can Definitely drop some psychological warfare videos on them to get them to leave me alone. Yeah, I don't get how people stream for 12 hours in general. Like, I'm an hour in, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to go. Well, as I was trying to insinuate before, I am looking for any vector I can to contact Onision. Any vector. So if anyone has any idea how to contact Onision, I will engage you in some private messages. That's more than fine. At this point, I'll settle for someone doxing his phone number and calling him up myself. That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. Obviously, I would do it myself if I had the means. Did you know he doxed a phone number on Periscope? And it led to this creepy warehouse. And why was a creepy warehouse calling him at 10 o'clock at night? Why is he doxing numbers on Periscope to begin with? But that's a whole other separate thing. Why are creepy warehouses calling him at 10 o'clock at night? Think about it. I did email him, Bunny. I did. I emailed him. I sent him something. I sent him the thing on Twitter with my clip. So, from what fun fact, the Newsweek journalist Stephen Asark, the one that Onision like went after, I guess, to some extent. He followed me on Twitter, so I guess he's interested in my offer to Onision. So maybe I need to contact him to talk to Onision, because Onision sends him angry emails still, apparently. So maybe in one of his angry email replies, he can mention, hey, this guy wants to ally with you. Maybe he'll do me a solid. That could be my entrance in there, actually. I don't know. I'm going to be my offer. My offer is to completely ally with Onision, to have him just discuss everything with me, get people, get me a good read on people, just to ally with him, to attack Chris Hansen and his victims, who are now plotting against me, as I keep saying. So that's my plan. Well, that's an interesting thing. You see, the problem with these streams, is these long-form conversations, is the globalist and my other enemies will use them as tools to conquer my psyche. So I have to keep them few far in between, and I have to make sure I am in an absolutely alert and competent state to do them. Otherwise, you end up like Deity and slipping things out accidentally that get you in trouble. Like I said, also, the real secret, if I really want to get on Onision's good side, is I need to get a plane, take it, go to New York, knock on Chris Hansen's door with a camera, and try to get an interview. No way he doesn't respond to me after that. Okay, he may just fly me out to his house and marry me. Who knows? Maybe he'll try to make me part of his harem at that point. Look, it's all right, Bunny. Okay, I'm far more dangerous than they are. I've tried to get that point across. I'm not worried. And besides, I like them. All these smears that people keep saying about them, how they're this woke SJW who tries to victimize themselves off of everyone. You actually talk to them, they're not like that. Honestly, I hate those people. So if they were like that, we wouldn't be friends. In fact, the closest thing they got to some woke SJWism was the fucking non-binary thing, which I still don't get. I don't get to this day. I will never get it. So they're polite to me. I was polite to them. I didn't bother to fuck with them on that point. Now, if they had said their name was Zer, okay, I'd have laughed in their face on the fucking live stream. I'll be frank with you. But whatever. So I don't know. they're a master manipulator. As I said, I walked through everything, all the events from that perspective. That they're a master manipulator. It's the most suicidal manipulation tactic I have ever seen. Interesting. It's very interesting. Very, like I said, I don't know. Pose your theories down below. Why would they engage in such suicidal manipulation tactics? Like the Hail Mary, basically. Either they completely fool me, or they get their lives ruined in response. I don't think they would. If they're a master manipulator, like, if they're this master manipulator, why is everyone fucking turned on them? They're the worst manipulator ever, if that's the case. Right? I mean, they have a literal hate mob. I am honestly jealous of their hate mob. I would love to get a hate mob like that. I mean, they don't react well to it, but, you know, they're kind of soft. I'm a far more different person. I'm Teflon. I want a hate mob. I don't want to become a lol cow. I don't think I'm ever going to become a lol cow. I'm simply too measured and controlled to become a lol cow. However, I can go for a hate mob. I can go for people who, you know, spread fear about me, claiming I dox people and that families live in fear of me. I can go for that. I can revel in that a little bit. Even if none of that's true, of course, that I don't actually go around doxing people, but that's what they say. That's why I'm okay with those rumors going around, because if anything, it just adds to my legend when you think about it. I don't bother even defending myself from the weird smears anymore. Like when he says, I broke the truce. I didn't break it. I didn't even bother responding really to that. Okay, cool. Yep, I broke the truce. Yep, you made a truce with me and I drove tanks over your fucking border. Spread my fear. It's just very weird. Very weird, the things that people say about me. Very weird. That's right. That's right. I did video after video after video after video. StreamYards thing. But anyway. There's not any chance, however, that I'm going to be making a new video until he fucks up again. Because right now he's just too boring. So I'll just keep an eye out for his next meltdown. That's right. They couldn't get chips. You have no doubt that their chip supply has not improved now either. So imagine this. You know, the coronavirus is bad. The pandemic is near. Everyone is starving. And they're looking for a place to go. And instead of going to get food at the Dollar General, they simply choose to stay at home and look for other places to scavenge. All because of me. All because of me. You see, whenever people claim that they live in fear of somebody over some YouTube videos, that tells me they've never experienced true fear. Oh my God. Let's talk about JB a little bit. I don't really mention her much, but my God, she's also come up with some weird things about me too. Apparently now my original problem with Deity that I got mad about was because I didn't want he wouldn't let me on his streams and I got mad about it. That's what he's actually. What? I thought that's what he was accusing Kanish of or something. But no, apparently that was me now. It wasn't the parody video. But even though Deity says it's the parody, but apparently according to JB it was not. That's what I saw the other day in a comment section. It was an older comment, but still on one of Deity's videos. What the fuck? That's just the weirdest thing. They can't even get their own story straight on what exactly I did wrong and what exactly I've done to them either. Yeah, I don't get their weird dynamic. She's I don't know. She's his sword and shield, I guess. But it's just a weird thing. There seems to be some major miscommunications there. Well, trash. They are not. She's not bad looking. However, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just because she's my enemy. I don't feel like she has a whole lot of brains, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe when she's not emotionally, she doesn't live in fear of me, of course. Maybe if she would start a normal, rational conversation, she'd be very intelligent. But when she lives in fear of somebody, she tends to become very irrational about them. That's all I can say. But yeah, I don't know about JB anymore. I think she's completely done with the YouTube thing anyway. I know at one point she had videos up. Can you believe that? She had her own videos and was talking about doing content. It seems like her brother and his outburst seemed to have completely ruined any chance of that happening. So that's unfortunate because I don't actually have any ill will against her. I just think that she's very amusing in some of the weird things she engages in. But I do believe. Oh yeah, I know. I engaged her in the comment section not that long ago. So not on Deity's video, but somebody else's video. Just say hello and tell them I hope they're doing well, which I do hope they're doing well. Honestly, I have nothing too personal against them. Although I think I do have something personal against Deity because he keeps doing weird shit and fucking but anyway, he needs to straighten his act up. He like I said, we've divided and conquered him successfully. All of his original moderator team is completely decimated, and we've managed to get rid of Heavy Down and Mental Health Master from his list of allies. But however, like I said, he added Shiloh and Regina, so we're gonna have to bunker down and figure that out. Oh, I know that, Mr. Righty, that the family's got to stick together. I totally get that. My only issue is why is she making things up and like overblowing things? I mean, I don't know. You can defend her and talk about how I have a horrible doctor and everything, but don't make things up. After all, I mean, go with the official narrative, at least. Well, Trash. One of the issues is that you don't actually imagine this. You're in her position. You're getting all of this from Deity. Okay, you don't actually have the full story. You can't actually know what's going on unless you actually go out and watch these things. And these people, they're such triggered snowflakes or whatever. They don't actually go out and watch these videos about them. I don't think he's watched a single one of my videos. Maybe he has, but he hasn't watched the Holly Undead video as far as I'm aware. He still hasn't watched Holly Undead's parody on him because it would be too traumatic. I think Deity is the one. I don't like the term, gassing up, but it kind of is like that. He's basically making things up or engaging in some kind of delusions, and he then runs it off to her. She's like, "Oh my god, these monsters!" And yeah, that's exactly what happens. Again, I would like to understand if Deity is just making things up about people because he's made up all sorts of weird shit, trying to get people in the sex trade and shit like that. Like what? That's amazing. That's an amazing accusation to make with no evidence that you're trying to get people into the sex trade. And like once again, I heard that he threatened, like basically what I heard in the audio seemed to imply that he wished death on a moderator, and saying that if he had some money, he'd get it taken care of himself. Interesting. That's some interesting audio. Again, I don't know if that was out of context or anything like that. I assume it was out of context. That was a joke. I assume that was a setup for a joke. It has to be, right? You don't just say that on a live stream, right? Certainly not. Then again, we're talking about the guy who got up from his chair, got on the phone, doxed his doctor's name, his family his real name, all because he was too lazy to mute his microphone. Let's keep that in mind here, who we're dealing with. Okay, this is why he won't have me on his streams. I would be engaging in a battle of wits with an unarmed opponent. No brains in this guy whatsoever. Or maybe he just doesn't care. Maybe he is like full on anarchist, just not give a fuck. But either way. Oh, I'm not doing an OnlyFans ever. I've heard bad things happen to people who do OnlyFans. So I'm staying out of it. Onision, is Onision's OnlyFans actually him, or is it just like the cartoon shit? Does someone have the inside scoop on that? Is Onision actually doing OnlyFans now? I mean, can we see the baby carrot? I assume not, because I would have seen the leaks. But I've never subscribed to an OnlyFans in my life, nor do I plan to. So, yeah. Do we get to see the baby carrot? That's all that matters. If we can't see the baby carrot, then his OnlyFans is useless. No one cares. If he, okay, it's not him. Okay. As long, okay, then oh well. Then there's no point. The OnlyFans is a joke, a gimmick as well. Oh yeah, I saw Repsion did a new video on him. I haven't watched that one yet. Yeah, I don't know. Why would you do an OnlyFans with that weird cartoon character thing? That's no. Oh yeah, I've seen the whole everyone has OnlyFans thing. I don't engage in that sort of shit. Nope. Who the fuck pays for porn? Who does that? Sorry. I know that. I'm sorry if anyone in the chat has an OnlyFans. I don't get it. You must be offering some very special deals. Nothing I'm interested in. Wait a minute. You all are speculating that Michelle D was harassing? Interesting. Okay. I've heard that before. I've heard that multiple times before. That would be interesting because this Michelle D person is kind of insane. They've sent me messages before. I haven't responded. I have no desire to engage them. None. They tried to suss out my email address as well, trying to get me to email them. I was like, no, thank you. I don't want you having my contact information. No, I would like to keep my contact to you extremely limited. You seem rather unhinged. And I don't regret my decision. Isn't being stalked? Yeah. I've seen some things about that. Interesting. I don't know. I mean, I myself am a bit of a cyber stalker, but I don't generally contact them. I just look through all of their things. So, I don't know. She's a tad unhinged. Yes, I was there for that one. I wasn't aware that Michelle D was the one who sussed it out, but yeah, it's interesting. Yep, yeah, he did do that. I know that for a fact. But either way, that's some psycho shit right there. All right, I have an audience. My old boss is fucked. I mean, probably something we need to, have an intervention for. But either way, I wonder if Deity will ever have me on his stream. Do you think he ever will? I would love to go on there again, but I don't think he will because I don't mean to brag, but just with the things I know and the things I'll say to him, I'll probably turn his whole audience against him in 20 minutes. Let's be real here. I don't think they're aware of some of the shit he's done. I think that all they need to do is to hear someone talk about it a little bit with their name attached to it, and then they'll search me up and be like, wow, he's done some pretty messed up things. I feel like he's got like this weird, what do you call it? It's like a cycle with his audience where he brings in new people, he mods them perhaps, then he pisses a bunch of people off. They leave, and then he brings in new people, and it's just over and over again. Because I go into his chats briefly just to look, and there's nobody I recognize. Nobody I recognize. Everyone's gone. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, I've heard Michelle D is a stalker. I wasn't aware they doxed people as well. Well, that's interesting. I'm glad I don't contact Michelle D. I'm glad I kept all of my things to a minimum. They don't know how to contact me. Yep, that's how I like it. All I know is that they were making up weird shit about me, saying I put their family in danger and other shit like that. So I'm not a fan. They need to leave me alone. I'm about to make a Trisha Patricia style video. Leave me alone. I mean, they haven't contacted me recently because I ignored them. I think that's the best bet. If you encounter this person, probably you should ignore them. If you do not want them to bother you, just to ignore them. Just let them be. Oh yeah, I know that. That's true. I saw that. That was in my video actually. Yeah, where she pulled that. Yeah, that's yeah, she like randomly as they were talking pulled out the real name as like a power move, like the first name anyway. Yeah, that's that's the sort of person we're dealing with here actually. So all those comments, I don't know if they're still there or not. She like will post a bunch of comments and edit, and then delete them. She did it in my comment section. She left me a big long video, a big long comment about, you know, contact her. She's extending an olive branch and shit like that. I got edited and fucking changed a bunch of times, and then it got deleted. This person's amazing. I don't know. She would reply to something. I replied to her. I replied to her something. I don't remember what it was. She replied to me, and then they were editing both her original thing and the reply. What? What? So yeah, not responding to them, not engaging with them. Nope. Maybe they can make my hate subreddit for me, because I don't think they like me. They can make my hate subreddit for me. They can come stalk me. I don't think they want to stalk me. I think they would. I think I would scare them. And her whole family. Remember that. Her whole family lives in fear of me. Well, like I've said earlier in the stream, how do you know she's not already here? Huh? How do you all know she's not already here? How do you know she's not just pretending to be wherever she is in order to fool everybody? Hmm? You think I wouldn't come up with a plan like that? I'm just saying. How do you know? Well, I don't know. From what I hear is that like this Michelle D person was like contacting people over and over again. I wouldn't call it. I don't know if it's stalking. It's certainly annoying. I don't know if I would even call it harassing. I mean, it's annoying, very annoying, and it's also creepy. Really creepy. Really creepy. Oh yeah, the heavy down thing. Oh god. Every time I hear that name, all I can think back is that story about her Egyptology professor. I'm like I said, I watched ISIS beheadings less disturbing than that story. What the fuck? If you haven't seen Suit's video on Heavy Down, go watch one. We'll watch it. I don't remember the exact title, but you'll find it. Oh my god, I'm done. You that story is so disturbing, so disturbing. Well, I know that Muse and the Michelle person talk. I don't have a problem with that. And again, I also talk to Holly, who hates Muse. So, I don't really get involved in all of that. I find it best to stay in my own lane and not get involved in other people's business, except for when I feel like blatant lies and slander are going on. And psychological fucking warfare. Good thing there's some cease and desist going on, not towards me, or else I would be engaging in some psychological warfare, because I have every text message they've ever sent together, every single one. And boy, do I know a thing or two. So, don't worry though. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Restraining oneself. But yes, Holly Undead is absolutely amazing. I will be engaging in some psychological warfare against the spider who seems to be harassing her. That is going to be fun. I can't wait. I wonder what kind of reaction I'm going to get out of them, because I know I'll get a reaction. They have to react to me. They don't have a choice. It's like it is in their nature. They would have to say something. So I'm giddy with excitement when it comes to that. Giddy. Again, I'm on a white knighting kick, and I'm going to go around picking people to white knight now. And Holly is my current target for white knighting. But I think I will probably go ahead and wrap this up so I can take my dogs out. But if anyone has any questions, comments, or concerns, please voice them very quickly. Well, that's really weird if she's if Michelle is reaching out to other YouTubers about you. That's absolutely bizarre. That's a little much. I have never done that. I've never reached out to anyone else to warn them about Deity. Oh no, I let them fall for that trap on their own. That's really weird. All right, Irish, I will check the Twitter DMs. Oh, Love and Lavender, you're joining right at the end. Oh. Muse and the dog king, she did not kick her dog. I actually, it was one of my videos, my streams, I think, I brought up and debunked the dog kicking thing. That's one of the reasons, okay, that I don't buy any of the smears against them, is because the main smear that people use against them was literally a nothing burger. And when you dig into the rest of them, some of them are hard to dig into, but for the most part, I don't get it. Now I get why individual people have problems with them. Absolutely. If someone calls the FBI on me, they're in for one hell of a fucking Hail Mary. But as far as me and them go, I'm fine with it. I don't care. They didn't kick their fucking dog. I'll stand by that unless someone wants to present me some wide shot or something else more compelling than what was presented to me. Again, all these people who have these major problems with this person refuse to speak to me. Like I said, Wes Moast cucked out to me. Cucked out. I don't know how else to put it. He publicly said, "You won't speak to me. You refuse." I said, "All right, I'll speak to you live Discord video chat." And he said, "All right," he was down for it. And then he found out I had every text message they'd ever sent, and he cucked out. He cucked out. Flat out. You take that for what you will. Yeah, I agree. It didn't even look like they were kicking. Now, I understand having a hatred for people, but that's a smear campaign. That's a straight up smear campaign. Change my mind. Hashtag change my mind. Need to pull up the Steven Crowder meme for change my mind. How did he find out about the messages? That I had every message? Because I told him. I announced it publicly that I did. so he would cuck out on me, mainly. Because I knew that's exactly what was going to happen when I did that. And I wanted to be able to come on here and say, West Moast cucked out to me. I'm going to keep pulling that up. Because sometimes you just got to think about things like, what will happen? Which, by the way, I do have every text message. But what will happen if I just say that I do? And then boom. My quick character assessment of West Most is that he likes control. And when you take that control from him, he tends to lash out. So, but anyway. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Like I said, any last minute comments, questions, or concerns, I'll scroll up in case I missed something. I will definitely check the Twitter DMs, Iris. Yes, I saw that message twice to make sure I was going to remember it. Yes, I will. All right. Oh, the deity shit is totally a lie. Everyone is perplexed by that. And even Wes can't even find proof of that, okay? Like I said, Shiloh and the Onision victims are plotting against me. They're all in contact about me, and they're all apparently plotting against Muse as well, so sucks to be her. But either way. I think Muse deleted pretty much everything. They're done with the internet. I don't blame them. I do not blame them. Honestly. Although, if people, I'll just go ahead and say it publicly. If people were coming at me like that, I would do a better job at defending myself than they do. They really do a bad job at defending themselves. I've noticed that with all these different smear campaigns, they do a bad job at defending themselves. So, either way, if someone comes at me like that, I tend to be quite good at dealing with it. Because, I don't know, maybe it's because I just don't care. Well, trash, that seems to be the implication, isn't it? That's certainly the impression I walked away with. I think that's a good idea to leave with that comment. All right. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as is tradition. And I will see you the next time I decide to do one of these.